Introducing Electra, the world's first electronic ignition muzzleloader. Electra's patented arc ignition is faster and hotter than 209 primers. The Electra is faster to load because there are no primers to fumble with. And with no receiver to get dirty, the barrel and breech plug are the only parts to be cleaned of fouling, ever. Electra, only from CVA.
Hello everyone, I'm O'Neill Williams.
And I'm Chad Shear.
Now you may recognize us from TV as the co-host of Black Powder Guns and Hunting. And today we're pleased to be here on behalf of CVA to tell you all about the new Electra rifle, how it works, how to load it, and how to clean it.
What is the Electra? Well, it's the world's first primerless muzzleloader, meaning no flint, no number 11, no musket cap, and no 209 shot shell primer. Instead of primers, the Electra uses a new arc electronic ignition system, the most technically advanced muzzleloading ignition system ever. And take our word for it, this gun is totally different from any other muzzleloader you have ever shot before.
That's why it's extremely important that you familiarize yourself completely with this new exciting technology. And while you'll find this video very informative, it's not intended to take the place of your instruction manual. So be sure that you read and understand it completely before attempting to fire your new gun.
But don't let all this high-tech stuff scare you. The result of all this technical innovation is a muzzleloading rifle that has lightning-fast ignition time, is easier and faster to load, simpler to clean, more efficient in the burning of the powder charge, almost totally weatherproof, and extremely accurate. We'll go over all of these benefits today. About now, you're probably asking, how does it work? Well, the entire arc electronic ignition system is powered by one 9-volt battery. The battery charges the capacitor, which then sends the electric current to the breech plug. Included in the circuit board are 3 separate micro switches, which control the safety, the trigger, and the status indicator light.
Now the trigger is actually an electronic switch rather than a conventional mechanical trigger. Pulling this trigger switch completes the circuit and creates a spark with an arc of electricity across the face of the breech plug.
And this one battery will fire the Electra up to 500 times. As for continuous running time, let's say you forget to turn the gun off after a weekend in the woods, you'll get about 600 hours out of this little old battery.
One of the greatest advantages of the Electra is that it has a faster lock time than any other muzzleloader. When the trigger is pulled, the ignition of the powder charge is virtually instantaneous. The gun fires so fast that it's hard to believe you're not shooting a centerfire.
That's because the arc ignition spark is up to 5 times hotter than a 209 shot shell primer. And unlike the 209, the electronic ignition creates no explosive pressure, so there is no displacement of the charge. That means you get full and consistent burn in the bottom of the barrel. So you get instant ignition and consistent pressures behind the projectile, 2 of the key factors for top accuracy.
Now here's a demonstration that proves our point. We're loading a conventional 209 muzzleloader with 30 grains of loose powder, but no projectile. Watch what happens when we pull the trigger. See? Just a fizzle.
Now here's the Electra loaded the same way. All the powder burns, and with much more energy. And we can do the same test with 2 pellets. The 209 gun will usually ignite them, but just barely. But watch the Electra.
The difference is so obvious, it's just like night and day. When it comes to reloading, nothing is faster than the Electra.
And all you really have to do is just put your propellant and bullet down the barrel and seat the charge firmly. If you're using pellets, be sure to give it an extra 1/8 of an inch push to break the corner of the pellet on the little prong that is on the face of the breech plug. Then move the safety forward to the fire position and you're ready to shoot. It's really that simple.
So just think about how fast you can reload a follow-up shot. Just a little while ago, Chad fired 4 shots through an Electra in less than 1 minute. Don't believe me? Take a look. Pretty impressive, don't you think? Now, another great advantage of the Electra is it's incredibly easy to clean.
Nothing's easier, O'Neill, and that's because there's not even a flash hole in the breech plug. That means no fouling ever gets out of the back of the barrel.
So for regular cleaning, you don't have to take the gun apart or even remove the breech plug. Just use the Electra breech plug brush to clean the breech plug face. Then, run your bore brush. Next, run solvent-soaked patches until they come out clean. Finally, apply a little rust preventative to the bore, and you're done.
And for complete cleaning, say after a long shooting session or at season's end, you'd use a complete cleaning method as described in the instruction manual. Really about the same process as with any inline rifle.
You'll want to read the details of both cleaning methods in the instruction manual, but it's really no more difficult than what we've just demonstrated.
And of course, whenever you clean the Electra, make sure the on-off switch is in the off position and the status indicator light is not glowing red. So far, we've learned how the ARC electronic ignition sets the Electra apart from all other muzzleloaders, but the rest of the gun is very important also. O'Neill, how about running through all the other Electra features and key components that these folks need to know about?
No problem at all. It's a long list. Get ready. The Bergara barrel. Now this is a key quality feature of the Electra. Bergara barrels are the most advanced production muzzleloading barrels made in the world today. Bergara barrels are designed and manufactured under the consultation of Ed Schillen, one of the world's top custom barrel makers. They are all made on state-of-the-art computerized machinery at the Bergara facility. The quality and therefore the accuracy of Bergara barrels is unsurpassed. And when combined with the Electra's superior ARC electronic ignition, you've got the most accurate muzzleloader on the planet. A crush zone recoil pad. This premium pad uses a compression chamber technology that virtually eliminates felt recoil. The status indicator light. This light tells you what mode the ARC ignition system is in. Off, no light, charging, solid light, or ready to fire, blinking light. See the instruction manual for complete details. The Durasight rail base. Every Electra comes with this Durasight rail base that is made of super strong Z2 alloy. When paired with Durasight rings, This mount system will allow your Electra and your scope to give you maximum accuracy. Durasight fiber optic sights. For the open sight shooter, these metal encased fiber optic sights are both extremely durable and very easy to see in low light conditions. The safety lever. The rear position is safe. Forward position is fire. The battery compartment. This is where the 9-volt battery is stored, right here in the pistol grip. The electronics housing. All of the Electra's electronics are sealed inside of this weatherproof protective housing. The on-off switch. This switch turns the arc ignition on and off. The barrel retention screws. These two screws securely attach the barrel to the stock. And the bullet guiding muzzle. This recessed muzzle feature essentially pre-starts your projectile down the barrel, ensuring fast, fumble-free reloading. Chad, did I miss anything?
Well, O'Neal, you left out one of my favorite features, the claw sling. These slings are amazing. They stick to your shoulder, absorb no moisture or scent, and the bottom line, it's the best sling that I've ever used.
All of these features in one rifle. It's incredible.
Well, folks, we hope you've enjoyed learning all about the Electra. As you can probably tell, O'Neal and I are both big fans of this exciting new gun, and we think you will be too.
But remember, this video is just an overview and does not take the place of your reading and thoroughly understanding the owner's manual.
And be sure to watch for O'Neal and me on Black Powder Guns and Hunting Television. We'll be hunting all over the world this year. You'll find us on the Versus Network.